welcome to all of you. Many a times we understand a lot of elements of the chart, but the practical application we may find difficult. So this class, this session, this video is dedicated to a practical application of how to read a chart. Again, another point that I need to emphasize that the chart is fluid, lots of variables in the chart, and you can see the chart from many points of view, many references. Sometimes we feel that one part of life or our life is not happening, and that house which is supposed to give result is not giving result. It's not so. The house is supposed to give result, the planet, the nakshatra is supposed to give result. It will. It may not happen to you, it can happen to somebody else in your life, or it can happen in a very diverse manner so that you may not feel that it's happening at all. But it is happening. For instance, like, let's take up this chart. In this chart, when we were talking about this chart in our class in Aslesha Nakshatra, what I found was that for the Aslesha Nakshatra, with Sun and Rahu sitting in Aslesha Nakshatra, this person had a very strong chance of getting that money in the Sun's period. Okay? And Aslesha Nakshatra shows two things. It also shows a lot of money, it also shows deceit and so on. With Rahu sitting there, the deceit could be a little more apparent. Now what happens is, Sun is the 10th lord. So it could have happened that the person should have got money from the 10th house, that is the house of work. But it did not happen. The person said that the person's money did not come in that period. In fact, work collapsed. The work that the person was in was shut down. Why is it happening like that? What was the reason? And does the kundali affirm that? Yes, if you look on a closer look, and you will see that the kundali will affirm that. Not only that, it's a big call for you to remember that Parashari rules should not be forgotten. In BPHS and also in Phal Dipika, it's very clearly mentioned, if the lord of a house is placed in 6, 8, 12 from itself, it is unable to give results for its house. 1, 2. If a planet is placed in the 12th from itself, it may negate the work that is being done by that house. Why? Because 12th house to any house is the negation to that first house. Okay. So now here, Sun, the 10th lord, is sitting in the 9th house and it is with Rahu. Rahu causes cheating, and the Aslesha Nakshatra in itself is about cheating, being cheated. And Sun here is the work. So what happens is, the person runs a boutique, her employees do a lot of mistake or deliberately do wrong things, so that the company faces a lot of loss and the work has to be stopped. But the Aslesha Nakshatra was supposed to give, so in one point we find that cheating is working, in one point we see that the negation is of the house is being very clearly defined, but the money is also supposed to come in, and there is also supposed to be certain amount of rise. Then who is going to face that rise? Then what happens is, I look into the chart again, I rotate the chart, because this chart is the 3rd house from the 7th house. So I tell the person that, see, the 7th house belongs to the spouse. So it is the 3rd, 4th house operating for the spouse. So I said that, did the spouse start something new? Because the 3rd house is a house of starting things new. So he said yes. She said yes, the spouse started something new. And I said, did the spouse have travels? Why travels? Again, the 4th house is a house of home, and if the 4th lord is in the 3rd house, it would denote travels. So she said yes, the spouse had joined a new MNC, was working on a new project, and for that the spouse had a number of travels in foreign countries. So this works, and the spouse also started earning some good money during this period. So as I said, you cannot just say that the chart is not operating by only looking into one variable. There are many variables that you need to look into, and only then can you come to a firm conclusion. We must have that patience to look into various aspects while looking into a chart, so that it enhances our chart reading. Not only that, it gives us a wider view of things that's happening in a person's life. With that, we'll meet again, and thank you for being with us till the end.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.